welcome you all on the second part of the video lecture Thesis and its Part. In the previous lecture on the topic Thesis and its Part 1, we have seen that the thesis consists of the initial pages like title page, approval sheet, abstract, acknowledgement, declaration, table of contents, list of figures, list of tables, abbreviations, and the title of the various chapters which includes in the thesis are problem and its background. We also say as it's the introduction. Second chapter goes like review of related literature and studies. Third one is the methodology of this study. Fourth one is the presentation, analysis, interpretation of data. Basically the results are shown in this chapter, and the final and the last one is summary conclusions, and after that we have references. So in the previous lecture of thesis and its part 1, we have seen about the introduction, the literature surveys, and how the title pages and the abstract and acknowledgement and various list of figures and list of tables are being put up in the thesis for easy approach in the thesis. So in this lecture we will go on to the next portion, that was the remaining portion, which includes methodology, results and discussion, conclusions, and the references. So chapter third is the methodology of the study. In this chapter we have to show in detail that what is the methodology used for research in our study. So the research design is one of the major aspect, and the appropriate research design should be specified and described in this part 1 of methodology. Next, we have the research instrument. If we are using various instruments or various uh, uh, techniques, we have to give in detail about that instrument. So describe the instrument and what it will measure. State qualifications of informants if used in the study. Second, when we get a result, we have to validate that result. So what validation procedure are we going to use? So in this, we have to discuss how the validity and the reliability will be established. So basically what's going on here is that the results which we will obtain are to be validated from a certain set of results which are previously obtained in some other study or from in some other results. So we have to specify the level of reliability. Next we have the data gathering procedure. So if we have a certain instrument, we are working on it, so we have to describe how the instrument will be administered, how we will gather the data. We are collecting the data daily or hourly or every 10 minutes or every 20 minutes. What is our procedure to gather the data, and so that it will give a brief about the data gathering. Next we have the data processing. So data processing, the data which is collected during the experiment or the research work has to be processed, and then the statistical treatment of the data has to be done. That means the data is processed means that if the data is in certain format, we have to convert that format into another format, and then the statistical determination like the coefficient of determination, the accuracy criteria, or the Nash-Radcliffe efficiency, these are the statistical tools which are to be employed on these data to generate our results. Next, the next chapter is presentation, analysis and interpretation of data. Basically, this chapter revolves around the results obtained and the results and discussion parts of our research study. So in our thesis, we can say all the results we have obtained in our work has to come under the heading presentation, analysis and interpretation of data. So presentation of data. So here the focus is to present the findings of the study in the order of the specific problem as stated in the statement of problem. That means we have a certain set of objectives which were defined in the chapter 1. In that, according to that objectives, we will present the study's results in this presentation of data. Second, present the data in tabular form, textual form, graphical form. Mostly these three are the main criteria which are used for the presentation of data. Then analysis of data. Data can be analyzed quantitatively or qualitatively. Analysis has to be given in depth. The data presented in the data, uh, we have to state the statistical descriptions in the declarative sentences. That is, example, in the studies involving, like this, in the studies shown in this study, like this, we have to give the descriptions. Interpretation of data. Establish interconnection between and among data. Check for indicators whether hypotheses are supported or not. Link the present finding with the previous literature. Use parallel observations with contemporary events to give credence presented in the introduction. That's that goes in the interpretation of data. Next one is the summary of findings. So we have obtained the results. We got to know that these were our results obtained. So this describes the problem, research design, and the finding. So the objectives which we have focused in the chapter 1 now has the answers to the objectives. The recommended format is the paragraph form, and for each of the problems present, the salient findings are, the result of the hypothesis tested are, you have to include like this. Conclusions. So this is the final part in which we give a brief and generalized statement in answer to general and each of the specific problems of our research study. These contain generalized in relation to the population. Conclusions may be used as generalization from a micro to a macro level or vice versa. So conclusions are generally what we have concluded after conducting the research study. After that, we are now capable of giving the recommendations, or recommendations are those which are based on our findings and conclusions. So recommendations may be specific or general. They may also include the future aspect of studies, and one thing is that these recommendations should be feasible and adoptable for future researchers. After this, we come to an end with references, and it is one of the most important part to know how deep the study, the how deep the student or the researcher has gone to make this study a noble piece. Examples: we give various journal articles, we cite them, or the information from books, we cite those, or citing online information from web link. So this was all we have discussed about the various parts of a thesis, and I thank you for attending this. Stay tuned and keep learning.